All right, hey, folks, here we are. We're back. We might be drunk. We got the great Bill Macy.
Hello.
Hello, Bill.
This is awesome, man. Yeah, I just watched Train Dreams on his recommendation. You're amazing in it.
Oh, thank you.
That was awesome.
Wonderful film.
I loved it.
It's the little film that could. It went all the way to the Oscars.
I know.
Yeah.
Crazy. And not much happens, but I was hooked.
Yeah, it's a lifetime. I mean, it covers the guy's lifetime.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's lovely. It sort of celebrates a common fellow.
Right.
I found it very, very moving.
I'm all in my phone. It was the opposite of being in your phone. That's the whole movie.
Wasn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's sure the truth.
Yeah, we're like, that guy didn't live. He didn't look at TikTok or nothing.
I know.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he takes that airplane ride, and it all hits him. And you're like, oh, I got a baby, and I'm staring at Snapchat. You know, I got to look at my kid.
I know. I don't do that much. I don't. This thing, I have to carry it around, but I'm sure it's not my friend.
No, it's evil. It's taking all our attention and making us ADD and probably dumber.
We were just talking before you got here. I mean, we grew up on your movies, so it's crazy to meet you. I mean, going back to, I remember seeing Fargo probably too young and being like, even then being like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you know when you got that script that you're like, this is going to be great?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I flatter myself. It's most actors go, well, you know, you never know, but I do.
Right.
I'm pretty good at reading scripts. I read them in one sitting. I skip the stage directions to whatever extent I can. Just read the dialogue. Mm-hmm. And that way you get to see the film in your mind's eye. It's easy to choose when you've seen the film.
Right. And I think the Coen brothers and PTA, maybe some of the best dialogue.
Oh, fabulous dialogue.
Yeah.
It's such a funny, dark movie. I mean, we talk about all that. We've played the clip where the dad dies on Fargo when he gets shot in the stomach and he's like, ooh. As dark as that moment is, it's like kind of comedic.
I know. He doesn't say ooh, he says oofta. Oofta. The great Harv Presnell. Yep. It's a fabulous film. I really wanted that role, and I knew it would change my life. I mean, it was the Coen brothers. They were.
Sure.
I'd seen Blood Simple, but they were the new guys, and I thought I was born to play this role. I really wanted it. When they called me up, I've got a little cabin in Vermont, and I didn't have anyone to tell. My nearest neighbor's a mile away. There was no one there.
You live in Train Dreams.
Yeah.
Right.
Ran out in the snow just screaming my head off.
Wow.
Wow.
So you auditioned for, do you know who you were up against?
I do not. I went in to read for The Detective, which is a sweet role.
Yeah.
So that you would have been Frances McDormand?
I didn't know Franny before that.
No, but I mean, that was the role you read for.
No, the detective who goes to investigate, you know, he's got the big muff, and he says, yeah, these fellas came in, and he said, you know, what if we were to beat you up? And he said, well, I wouldn't like that.
Oh, yeah.
And they go, front's coming in, and they all turn and look.
Right.
It's a great scene.
Wow. Those scenes in the office were so damn tense where you're lying over and over.
Right.
So good.
And the scene where Frances McDormand with the old friend, the Asian guy, where she finds out he lies about being married. He's hitting on her. It's like, and you realize how detailed these scripts are. You're like,
yeah.
I know.
That's when she realizes that people are full of shit.
You know, in a strictly Aristotelian kind of way, I thought, what does this scene have to do with anything? It doesn't move the plot. You could take it out and nothing would happen. But I realized psychologically it really shaped the world as Franny saw it, that it's just going to pieces. She says it at the end. All of this for a little money? I just don't understand. And it gave her and us an insight into the fact that people are desperate. They're falling apart.
I love that she's almost like a mother being disappointed in you rather than being like, you're a murderer. But she's like, I'm just disappointed. That energy is so funny to talk to a murderer.
Right.
She's so adorable in that movie. I saw it recently, a couple of years ago during the strike. I went around and we did screenings of it. And oh my Lord, I lost my heart to her again.
Yeah, she's so innocent. And then she talks to that lady on the phone about the Asian guy. Was it Mr. Takahana? Something like that.
Yeah.
But then she realized, oh, he lied to me. And that's kind of when her innocence went away. She's like, people are liars.
Yeah.
You think he had a room in that hotel?
At the end?
The Asian guy. Do you think he had a room there? Do you think he was trying to sleep with her?
Oh, definitely.
But do you think he got the room?
I don't know. He did hit on her.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
question about that.
That awkward where he just moves to her side of the booth. It's so it's such a cringeworthy moment.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now what I gotta ask about Boogie Nights? I mean, you're such a nerd.
Yeah.
You're so desperate.
Poor schmuck.
Yeah.
You and Philip Seymour Hoffman's characters are like such sad characters in that
I
movie.
know. Oh, Philip was so good in that.
Amazing.
Oh yeah.
I miss him. He was the best of us, man. That guy could act. Woof.
Did you know him well?
Yeah, on set. We didn't hang out. We weren't friends that way, but we did 2 movies together, and we hung out on set, and I just adored him. Mm-hmm. Really, really interesting guy. And surprising. He could play anything.
Oh, he was the villain in Mission Impossible.
And a great villain.
Yeah.
And Before the Devil Knows You're Dead, that
Right.
character's
Oh,
so
Lord.
that's such a complicated character.
I mean,
Yeah.
he could do
Capote.
From that to,
Along Came Polly.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
He's
he
funny
did
in that.
everything.
Hilarious in that.
yeah,
Man.
what a tragedy.
I know. I saw him in the city once, just barreling down 2nd Avenue, and I was like, and I just got the hell out of his way because
Yeah.
he looked so angry.
Really?
Yeah, he was just. Yeah. He was basketball shorts. It was crazy.
Damn. Yeah, unbelievable actor. When
Unbelievable.
you were doing Boogie Nights, I mean that might be the best cast ever assembled. You look back, same with Magnolia. Dude, in those 2 movies that are like
Yeah.
both 2 of my favorite movies. I love them both. But
Oh, yeah.
I mean that character you play in Magnolia, you play a super sad character too. He's just going you for sad characters.
I've done a lot of sad characters, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Interestingly, now I'm playing powerful guys.
Yeah.
I guess growing up or getting old helps.
Do you think that bulge was real with Tom Cruise and Magnolia? Because those underwear were pretty filled out.
You know, you're not the only one that's asked that. We did a press conference, and this woman kept saying something about his underwear. I almost piped in, show her, man. Show her your dick. That's what she wants to see.
Those tidy whities they're full.
Yeah.
He's awesome in that movie.
Oh, he's great.
Great.
Oh man, that scene, that's such a great storyline. I mean, so that's kind of like, I've heard a lot of people say that's kind of like his shortcuts, his Robert Altman shortcuts, a bunch of stories coming together. But man, I rewatched that I was in Europe doing a tour. I was sick for a couple days, and I just rewatched that, and I was like, I've never seen a 3-hour movie with like no action
Right.
that just goes so quickly.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just all human,
Raw
drama
emotion.
and
Yes.
and romance and sadness. It's a lot of sad characters in that
Oh
movie.
yeah.
You know, there's no action, but a lot happens.
Yeah.
I'm drawn to those kind of movies.
Yeah.
When there's somebody getting blasted to death every 4 minutes, I grow weary of that so quickly.
Yeah.
It means nothing after a while.
It means nothing.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like a comic who says fuck every other word. You're like, you're killing the word.
Yeah.
But there's lines in it that could have read so corny that didn't, like even you saying I have so much love to give, that could have played so corny and it felt so
Right.
sincere,
Right.
Did you read that and you're like, how the fuck do I make this sound?
No, his stuff just flies off the page.
Yeah.
He's a lovely writer, and he runs a fabulous set. No, that was all easy.
Yeah. That's cool.
How do they make I I know.
The frogs.
Well, that was fun. But how do you just get your brain to come up with 8 different storylines and characters in each? How do you put that all together in your head? Like, we write jokes, but I can't imagine writing a story with that many moving parts.
Yeah. Well, if you ever do, write it down because
Yeah.
some people can do it. Paul can do it.
That's unbelievable.
And they intertwine. That's what's great.
Of course.
I've been
and the
blessed to
music.
work with some really good writers.
Oh, yeah.
Fabulous writers.
What's your favorite script that you ever got that you read that you're like, oh, this is going to be fun?
Oh, it's like naming which of your daughters you like the best. You may know, but you're never going to say it.
I know which one of yours I like the best.
I don't know how to respond.
I'm joking. I didn't know you had daughters.
Dave Mamet wrote a script called State and Maine. You ever seen that?
A long time. I was too young when I saw it.
Knee-slappingly funny. I loved that when I read it. Boogie Nights, I just loved it. I so wanted it. Man,
so funny.
You're fast.
You started with Mamet, didn't you?
Yeah, he was my teacher. I went to a little school in Vermont called Goddard College, and Dave was there. He just graduated. He came back as a teaching fellow. And, he taught me everything I know.
Wow.
Because you pop up in some of those. I remember you're in House of Lies.
House of Games.
House of Games, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Great movie. Love that.
Great.
I know the name. I messed up the name. But that movie is, if you haven't seen that movie,
It's a great movie.
That's a classic.
Joe Mantegna.
I'll check
Oh my
it out.
God. So many twists. So cool.
All right.
Everybody wants to be Joe Mantegna.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
awesome.
He's the coolest dude that ever walked.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was on The Simpsons, too.
Yeah.
Fat Tony.
Fat Tony.
Fat
That's
Tony.
right.
And then you did Homicide with Joe Mantegna.
Yeah.
That's an awesome movie too.
It really is.
Oh, that's a classic. Look at that. He was a hunk.
Oh my Lord! Back in Chicago, that's where I got started. We had a theater company there, and he was it. He was the guy.
Yeah.
If you looked up "cool" in the dictionary, it said "See Joey."
Right. Now, you were in Radio Days.
A bit.
A bit.
Brief
but
scene.
it counts.
Yep.
Did you get to really absorb Woody?
No.
Ah,
He shows up late. He says few words.
really?
It's
It's the first bad thing I've ever heard about him.
Robert Joy was in this thing, and I'll love him for the rest of my life. But you don't get the script, so we just got the sides, and we looked at it, and we were all sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And somebody said, "You know how Woody Allen always casts those weird people in his movies?" We said, "Yeah," and he said, "We're those people." So finally Woody came in and he said, "Okay," very soft-spoken. He said, "You're there, you stand over there, and then you walk over here," and said, "Okay, let's do it." And Bobby Joy says, "Wait a minute, who am I? Who am I talking to? Where are we? What is this?"
That would scare the hell out of me.
I know. Well, we were all too intimidated to ask, but he did. And of course, Woody went, "Oh, sorry," and then he told us the plot and what it was all about. But I'll always think he's the coolest guy for that.
Yeah, but Jesus, you want to do well, you want to kill it, and then you don't know who the hell you're supposed to be.
Yeah, this whole thing about they watermark scripts. They'll hand deliver it to your door like it's a big secret. I don't understand that. I mean, what are they guarding against? Is there somebody's going to steal the script and make the movie before them?
Well, maybe they'll leak a twist ending. I don't know.
This is what they do with everything, though, in entertainment. They act like it's so much more important. Like
Right?
when they're vetting you for SNL, they treat it like it's the CIA.
Yeah, I know.
They're like, "You said a bad word in 1997," and it's like, all right,
I'm a comedian.
yeah,
It's half the gig.
everything, yeah, the watermark, and they try to scare you.
I guess it's precious to them.
Yeah.
Well,
Things have changed. Are you worried the state of movies? Is that scary? The theaters kind of fizzling out? And
no.
all right, good.
We're going to have, somebody told me this is going to be a record box office year or
What?
the one we just ended. Yeah, we're
But doesn't
on
it worry
track
you
to
that the
make it-
types of movies you made in the 90s that are so precious to so many people, those movies seem to be dying away? I think the box office might be doing well, but isn't it like Avatars and these big movies?
Marvel.
Well, that's what it takes to put them in the cineplexes.
Right.
And I kind of like those movies. I don't like the ones, like we said, where they just keep killing people. The plot gets slow. They just kill some more people. It's horseshit. It's not true.
Yeah.
Right.
They're telling false stories. I've always had this idea.
All right, here we go.
Have in a series, have a guy or a woman, and we fall in love with him. Write a great character, and then shoot him. And don't take him off the series. And so you watch him deal with what a bullet does to the human body. You see him get infections. You see his wife leave him because he goes into depression. You see trying to learn how to walk again. You should see all that stuff. Now, that's
fun.
a true story. And I must say, it sounds dramatic to me. But you kill 20 people, that's not dramatic. That's pornography. You know, the only thing you can do is kill 20 more.
Right.
Pornography, but that one's allowed in Texas, actually. But yeah, no,
I like that.
I'm with you. I think because you're into the drama. That's like what a good actor I think would think is like, yeah, that's nothing for me to do, like just get shot, but to deal with the bullet that's the acting, right?
Yeah, let's tell the truth about it. I think it's hurting our society that we, the whole concept of funny violence. I got a problem with that.
Interesting.
You kill somebody and say some quip and everybody roars.
Right.
I don't think that's good for us.
I would say the same with comedy. When I watch a trailer for a comedy movie and a guy gets kicked in the balls, the first second of the trailer, I'm like, this comedy's going to stink.
Yeah.
And it's
Although it is funny.
Sure, it's funny. But if that's your go-to right out of the gate, like, come on.
Right. That's the only thing you could put in the trailer.
I want the movie about the guy dealing with getting kicked in the balls.
Yes.
That's the movie I want.
For days. He's got the ice pack.
His wife leaves him.
Right.
I can't do this.
He can't get it up. It's the whole thing. Now we got a comedy.
Yeah. So you've done some comedies. You've done State of Maine's a comedy.
I've done a bunch.
Yeah.
Well, they put out this thing, Greatest Comedies, and they put Fargo in there.
Wow.
Because it is funny.
There's
and
some
it's
gold in there.
It's very dry humor, but it's funny.
It's funny.
Yeah. Buscemi funny looking.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You and Buscemi and this, I mean, just, it's cool to see you guys lead a movie because I feel like so often same with The Cooler. It's like cool to see you in that type of role.
Yeah.
Because I'd never seen a movie where William H. Macy gets the girl. And, And I like that. And I thought that was cool. And,
now that's unrealistic.
that's a great flick, I think. If you guys haven't seen The Cooler, awesome soundtrack too. Vegas.
Yeah,
we've
Baldwin.
played casinos forever, so I have a weird love for a casino movie too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was a weird. We found. We were in Reno, I think, and
Oof. You know what my opening joke in Reno was last time I was there? I've never seen fake tits in an oxygen tank on the same person before.
I have.
There they are.
Yeah. But they had just sold this hotel casino to someone, and they hadn't demolished it yet, and production was lucky enough to get it. So we shot on the 7th floor in the casino, and we lived on the 12th floor. We had pink eyes by the time that film was finished. We never saw the light of day, just up and down in the elevator.
Wow.
Brutal, right?
Ugh.
It worked, though. We were sort of trapped in there. And Maria Bello is so fantastic.
I love her.
She's such a joy to act with.
You guys together the chemistry was so good in that
It was
movie.
really good. I
Yeah.
thought so, too.
Do you gamble?
No, I don't. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not a fan of Vegas.
That's for the best if you're going to live in a casino. You don't want to give in to that.
Your whole paycheck's gone.
When I go to Vegas, I just find the best-looking dealer, give her all my money, and then go to the bar.
Yeah, Vegas is depressing. There's not a blade of grass in the whole city. I just can't find a tree to save my life.
Did you get uncomfortable having to do those types of sexual scenes with an actor?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You tried going down to your knickers in front of Teamsters.
I have. They wouldn't give me the part. I was begging.
Can we pull that scene just to... No, I'm just kidding.
You know what? I married very well. My wife is smart, Felicity Huffman. Anyway,
Sure.
I was pissing and moaning about these scenes because there was a lot of skin in that thing. And I thought, oh, geez, what am I... And she said, you better figure this out or get him to cut the scenes because it sounds to me like you're planning to fail.
Whoa.
Sounds like you're gonna be okay with being bad in these scenes. And I took it to heart. So when we met with the director, Wayne... I had analyzed all the scenes, even scenes that didn't have much dialogue. I thought, where do we begin? Where do we end? How did that move the plot? Mm. And in a lot of those scenes, it did. There was something that happened. And in a couple, I couldn't figure it out. And Wayne, to his credit, said, I can't either. And he cut him.
Whoa. Cool wife, though, to be like, you got to nail this.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
We, it's tough, when she does a film and that scene comes up, I just look away and hum. Close my eyes and just hum so I can't hear anything.
Right.
I get past it.
Yikes.
You guys have acted together though. I remember Sports Night.
Yeah.
That was a before its time show. I think that was a really good show.
Oh man, it was great. Aaron Sorkin's writing was fabulous on that.
Talk about dialogue.
Yeah.
But I feel like it should have lasted longer.
Yeah, it was too smart for the room.
Could be.
And also, I think it was weird for people to see a show like that without a laugh track back then. Every show had a laugh track, but that was.
Isn't it bizarre when you watch TV now and it's got a laugh track?
It sounds primitive.
Yeah.
Totally.
Unless it's like Seinfeld or Frasier and there's a joke like every 7 seconds and you're like, all right. But yeah, for the most part.
A new show.
Yeah.
This is weird.
Do new shows have it?
Some do.
Some.
It feels like the Honeymooners or something. It just feels so throwback.
A lot of times they'll have a live audience, but they sweeten it. And I don't know.
Yeah, there she is.
That ain't showbiz.
Mm-mm.
Aww.
Now, you did a long TV run with Shameless. I mean, was it weird to movie, then TV, then back to movie?
It's the same gag at the end of the day. TV's really fast, and I personally like it because you get to act all day and it's supposed to sitting in your trailer waiting for the lighting to be finished.
Yeah.
And it was, here's one of the coolest things that happened. We had 2 cameras, and Shameless was an hour, a real hour. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we went to 63, and it was okay if we went to 57. But they would write usually 65 pages for that hour. And we had a minute to shoot it. I think we had 7 days to shoot one and then another half day for exteriors when we went to Chicago. Mm-hmm. So it was run and gun. And we had 2 camera crews always, and they'd just follow us around. And the way John Wells the way he designed it was we'd start in this room, go into the hallway, into the bathroom, back into the hallway, and right back without a cut. We'd shoot the whole thing.
Whoa.
So for the actors, you got to do the whole scene over and over, not little bits of it.
Yeah.
They'd come in for some close-ups every once in a while, but I think it was the 4th show or something. I had a really nice moment. I went to the DP and I said, when are you going to, get my moment there, my close-up? And he said, what close-up? And I said, in this scene, when are you going to... He said, oh, dude, you're done. That was the 2nd shot of the day.
Whoa. Wow.
And it was liberating.
Yeah.
It was liberating because, they put the camera on you and go, okay, do it better, which is the kiss of death. You can't do it better.
Right.
Just do it fully.
Yes.
Did you work with directors? Were there any directors who made you do it like 80 times?
I've worked with directors who do take after take after take.
And is it really tough?
I find it sometimes a waste of time unless you're doing something different. The nuances are so minor. It doesn't matter. Dave Mamet, who's the smartest guy I know, he says the audience only wants to know one thing: what happens next. They don't care about the emotions of it. They don't care about anything. Backstory. It's all jive. What happens next?
Interesting. Huh.
I saw a story you told about Mamet on Rich Eisen about cheese, how he would come over and cut cheese.
Yeah, it ended up in American Buffalo. Yeah, he'd come over. He's a whirlwind. I lived with Stephen Schachter, and we had an apartment on Clark Street, and Dave was staying at the Hotel Lincoln. That's where he lived, in a room about the size of this couch. You had to step out in the hall to change your mind. It was
right.
And he'd come over and he'd go, Billy, Stevie, I got this idea. We're going to do it. And he'd go to the refrigerator and he'd take out all the bread and the cheese and he'd cut off these giant hunks. And he's just stuffing his mouth. And when he was full, he would leave. And in the meantime, he said, "We're gonna rent this building. I got to play. We're gonna do a musical. We're gonna do this." And then he'd leave, and all the cheese would be gone. And all the bread. And one day he came over and I said, "Help yourself." And he stopped. He didn't throw a punch, but when a guy goes red, he's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
When he goes white, The punch is coming.
Are you sure?
He went white.
Oh, wow.
And he stormed in. He screamed at me. How many times? You selfish thing. How many times do I pick up the check? How many times do I do it? Do you recognize those lines? They're from American Buffalo.
Whoa.
I tracked him down. I said, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And he begrudgingly said, okay. Next time I heard anything about it, I read American Buffalo, and Teach comes in and he goes, fucking Ruthie, fucking Ruthie, fucking Ruthie. I'm sitting there, I take a piece of bacon off her toast, and she goes, help yourself, help myself. I should help myself to a slice of toast. It's four pieces for a quarter. What the fuck was what this? And it was the same diatribe.
Wow.
Damn.
That's my claim to fame.
You don't mess with a man's cheese.
That's amazing.
Wow. Yeah, Mamet is intimidating. He's just so intense.
He's intense, but he's not intimidating. He's very courtly and kind. And smart as a whip. Man, I've seen him say good morning to 12, 14 extras, and 12 hours later, he says goodnight to them all by name.
Whoa, that's wild.
He's that kind of guy.
He is definitely one of the all-time legends. I mean,
he changed everything.
His body of work
Really?
is pretty. I recently watched Wag the Dog for the first time.
Oh,
I'd never
yeah.
seen it.
Hysterical.
That is like
Really funny.
really, really.
And prescient.
And
I was literally just going to say that. I mean, it's like it's
Ahead of his
crazy. It's
time.
like, could you say that about Iran? You know, it's,
Right.
It's crazy. So, yeah, so many. He wrote The Verdict, didn't he?
Yes.
I mean, that's one of the
Wow.
best movies. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Paul Newman.
Of course, Glengarry.
Glengarry, classic.
Classic. Still quoted to this day.
Yeah.
Man, we got to have him on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done some
Third
pubs.
prize, steak knives.
Yeah, I mean, so quotable. I mean, wow,
Wait,
yeah.
Marty Supreme. What?
Oh, he's in it.
Oh.
Very briefly.
Okay, I haven't seen that one yet.
It's fun. It's a fun movie.
All right. And you're back on TV with The Land.
Yeah.
You're a football owner.
Yeah. The Cleveland Browns. I saw the first 3 episodes. Rough, but
Don't re-sign Deshaun Watson.
well, there's the real Cleveland Browns and the real Cleveland Browns.
right.
REEL and REAL, and we'll be playing football side by side this coming season.
Nice.
It's a great script. You don't have to know football to enjoy it, but if you do, you'll really enjoy it because it's inside football,
Yeah.
as they say.
Well, yeah, I'm not a huge football guy, but I've watched every football movie and show. I watched Friday Night Lights. I watched all that stuff.
Well, you're gonna love this one.
All right.
And the NFL's all over it. We've got their blessing. This
That's
is new.
great.
This is new for them.
Hell yeah.
I remember when they did Any Given Sunday, it was so clear they didn't get their blessing because like, the Sharks. I've never
Yeah.
heard of a team named the Sharks.
Yeah, they had to. It's like the Boy Scouts. You can't say the Boy Scouts in a film. They are
Oh, is that
very
right?
protective. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, they're not doing great these days. I should have worried about other stuff.
Yeah. The Land.
All right.
Christopher Maloney's in it, and
The cast
Chloe
is fun.
Bennett. Yeah, it looks very cool.
It's really cool. Big cast.
Oh,
This might be the biggest thing I've ever been in.
What?
Really?
Oh,
The-
Bridget Moynihan. Hubba hubba.
I mean, the call sheet, usually there's 6, 8 actors on it. Sometimes there's 100.
Jesus.
Huge. I mean, think about it. We play a football game. We need the whole team and all the attendant this
Right.
and that. And the
fans.
other team.
Right, right. That's a lot of moving parts here.
It's a lot of moving parts.
Oh, boy. This is exciting. When is this coming out?
Not clear.
Okay.
They wrapped.
Oh,
I
Dan
finished up
Fogelman.
last week. Yes,
Yeah.
he runs a great show. Boy, he's having a moment, ain't he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Very cool.
And you're doing a hooch.
Yep.
Come on.
Woody Creek Distillers. I live in, guess,
Vermont?
Woody
Creek.
Yeah.
I live in Woody Creek. Felicity grew up in Woody Creek, and we bought her childhood home.
Oh, wow.
And we've been there. We've been Colorado residents for going on 10 years now. And they live next door to me. Pat and Mary Scanlon and Mark Kleckner, who started the distillery, were my neighbors. I joked that I was the only celebrity within walking distance, so I got the job. And I've been representing them for 6-7 years now.
Damn.
And not to be cheeky, we make the finest spirits in America.
Whoa, easy,
That's
sir.
all.
We have our own whiskey.
We have our own whiskey, too. We have a rye as well, Bodega
Let
Cat.
me finish.
All right.
There are others, but they're none better.
Okay, there you go, Billy. Yeah, but are you worried? Because we just put out a whiskey as well, and, you know, Gen Z, these queefs, they drink so little.
Yeah, I think what can you do but support them? I mean, half my friends drink too much.
Yeah, but they're funner.
The other half of my friends don't drink enough.
There you go.
Jim Jeffries has a great line where he says, all my friends who don't drink, their stories stink. They all end with, and then I got home.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Everybody turns 40 at some point, and
That's true.
the Zers and the Xers are going to turn 40, and they're going to look around and look in the mirror, and they're going to go to a bar.
I hope.
Hopefully.
So. And it's purple gin.
Yeah, well, I think the thing to do, getting back to them, is we're trying to say drink less, good for you, but drink better. Drink
There you go.
quality.
I like that.
And everything we make comes from Colorado, with the exception of the gin, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But every other ingredient is within 100 miles of us. We know the farmers now for over a decade. Same farmers over and over. Everything's made in our distillery. It's a nice-looking distillery we've
Mm-hmm.
got. These huge Christian Carl stills. They are magnificent.
I love it still.
The German still. And
Wow, look at that.
Look at that. That's the real deal. Look at those potatoes, baby.
yeah, I just visited the guy that grows our potatoes. It's there's 8 potatoes or 8 pounds of potatoes in every bottle of our vodka. It's 100% potato
What?
vodka.
Wow.
Oh, my Lord.
It's not a smart way to make vodka
Ah,
because it's very expensive. They're fresh potatoes.
look at
Are
that.
the bottles expensive?
Nope. One of the things that Mary and Pat Scanlon wanted to do was keep it a price point so that everybody could afford it. And so we're right smack in the middle.
Nice.
We've got some signature stuff. I put out a signature rye whiskey, and that's spendy, but it's 10 years old, bottled and bond. It's pretty cool.
All right.
And as you can see, I work for mostly women.
Yeah.
We're mostly a women-run distillery.
Okay. And look at this. Gin colored with butterfly pea flower extract. That sounds
That's
very
what makes
nice.
it purple.
Fun.
That stuff we can't make enough of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is
That's your
gin
most
back?
popular?
It's really popular. I mean, people that don't like gin like that.
Ah.
I put it on a rocks glass, put a little squeeze of lemon in it. That's right there.
Wow.
But a gin and tonic or any of the gin cocktails. Oh, it's so good.
All right.
Is gin your favorite?
Yeah. I'm not a big cocktail guy because of all the sugar. And I guess mostly I drink rye whiskey and I just like it on the rocks. And I like multiple rocks, not the big rock. Because I like it to melt. You get
Right.
Sean Kenyon's, who's a bartender extraordinary. He says you get 3 drinks. You get that first sip in the middle when it's melted a bit, and then you get. He said I even like the brown water at the end.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, same. It's like the milk at the end of a
That's
cereal.
Sean Kenyon.
There he is.
I would say the coolest man that ever lived.
More than Montaigne?
Yeah.
Oh, suck
Sorry,
it, Joe.
Joey. Sorry. Sean and I did a motorcycle trip with these guys from Fortaleza Tequila. We started in Rome, went up the boot of Italy into the
Jesus.
Alps, and ended up at the big liquor show in Berlin.
Wow.
I thought I was going to die every day. These guys from Fortaleza, they were all in their 20s. You know?
Yeah.
They can't die. I knew I was going to die.
You weren't drinking while riding, were you?
We drank right after we rode.
Nice.
It was great.
Damn.
We went up through the Alps. It's called the Fricka Pass, the something pass. Everybody goes there to ride their motorcycle up
Pull
there.
that up. I want to see what that looks
Wow.
like. Fricka Pass. Oh, my Lord. Imagine riding a hog through that.
That is scary, dude.
Yeah, you look.
Wow.
You look to your left, and it's snow-capped peaks. You look to your right and you can't see the bottom. It
Woo!
just
Wow, that's living.
And there are tour buses that take that. And Sean, who is a magnificent rider, he would go screaming around the tour bus and get in front. And when it was clear, he would wave us all on.
Jesus.
And we screamed up the Alps. And some of these switchbacks, you could see your own taillights.
Yeah. Oh my! I didn't take you for a hog guy. I mean, you were in Wild Hogs.
Yeah, I was a Harley rider. We were on Beamers and...
When you got that role, did they ask, can you ride?
Yeah, and I could.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we trained. We trained for Wild Hogs. I'm on... I've got Triumphs now.
Oh, nice.
I keep it in... I've got the 1200 in Colorado, but we still have our house in L.A., and I've got a little T100. I mean, that's just great for getting around town.
Hell yeah. Cut through that traffic in L.A.
Man, we got the end of that ride. We all pulled over at the rendezvous point where we'd meet everyone, put the kickstand down. We walked to each other. It was like a scene from a romantic movie. We just embraced. We just hugged each other because we had just ridden that pass. And
Oh, yeah.
it was sublime. And then we go to the back of one of the bikes, open up the thing, take out a bottle of Woody Creek and just pass it around.
Oh, wow. How'd you get home?
Well, we didn't pass it around that many times.
Okay. Hey, I'm not judging.
Oh, you sent in some pet peeves, I see.
Yeah, what are they?
If you've ever traveled internationally, you know how annoying it is trying to stay connected. You land, your phone barely works, you're hunting for the Wi-Fi, or you're stuck paying insane roaming fees just to send a text. It's a nightmare. That's why we're using Saily. It's an eSIM app that gives you data anywhere you travel without needing to swap SIM cards or deal with any of that airport bullshit. You download the Saily app, you pick your destination, you choose a data plan, and you're good to go. No hidden fees or any of that stuff. Takes a couple minutes to set up, and once you land, you're instantly connected. What's great is you install it once, and you can use it across different countries without having to switch things out. Plus, it's way more affordable than roaming. If you travel even a little, this is a no-brainer. Get an exclusive 15% off on Saily. Data plans, use code WMBD at checkout. Download the Saily app or go to saily.com/WMBD. Getting life insurance is one of those things you know you should do, but most people put it off because it feels complicated or time-consuming. But you could die. That's my Normand. You could die. It's a little Seinfeldy. That's what makes Ethos so different. They've made the whole process fast and simple. It's all done online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and many cases get coverage the same day. There's no medical exam. You just answer a few health questions online. Coverage can go up to $3 million, and some policies start as low as around $30 a month, depending on your situation. Ethos works with a network of trusted carriers, so you're getting competitive rates without having to shop around. Protect your family with life insurance through Ethos. Get up to $3 million in coverage in as little as 10 minutes at ethos.com/drunk. That's ethos.com/drunk. Application times may vary. Rates may vary. If something's been off in the bedroom, you're not the only one. A lot of guys deal with it at some point, and most wait way longer than they should to do something about it. The difference now is it's actually easy to handle. HIMS connects you with licensed healthcare providers online, so you can get access to the real ED treatment without awkward doctor visits or pharmacy lines. Don't you hate saying that to the doctor? My shit doesn't work. You're a dude. If you had big tits, maybe it would work, but it doesn't because you're a dude. You just fill out a simple online intake, a provider reviews it, and if treatment is right for you, it ships directly to your door in discreet packaging. That includes sildenafil. I know what that is. Oh, it's a generic version of Viagra. There you go. Sildenafil. There you go. It's available through HIMS at a fraction of the cost. Yeah, you don't need the name. Who gives a shit about the name? All you care is if it makes your dick work, right? And if that's not the right option, there are other treatments available too, so you can find what works best for you. It's simple, it's straightforward, and designed to make getting help feel normal. To get simple online access to personalized, affordable care for ED, hair loss, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/drunk. That's hims.com/drunk for your free online visit. HIMS.com/drunk. Prescription required. See website for details and important safety information. Sildenafil is a generic version of Viagra. We've been through this, guys. I learned that. Viagra is a registered trademark of Viatris Specialty LLC. Hims not affiliated with or endorsed by Viatris. The first time I put on a pair of Chubbies, I immediately got it. There's something about them where you just feel better the second they're on. They're comfortable, they fit right, and they just look pretty damn good. They've got that perfect stretch where you can actually move around. I hate a stiff pair of pants. You know, it's good for swimming, hanging out, or doing whatever, and they dry super fast, so you're not stuck in wet shorts all day. They're designed to be comfortable, supportive, and honestly, they just make you feel like it's Friday at 5 p.m. all the time. No stiffness, no weird fit, no chafing, just easy, everyday wear. And they've been doing this for a while. Chubbies is celebrating 15 years, and their original shorts are still some of the best out there. Same fit, same comfort, just dialed in. Yeah, Mark and I wear these all the time. They're comfy as hell. Love the shorts. Love the bathing suit. I wear that all the time. And good pants. I love a stretch. A stretch is nice. You don't want to feel restricted, you know? For a limited time, Chubbies is giving our listeners 20% off with code DRUNKS at chubbiesshorts.com/drunks. That's 20% off your order with code DRUNKS. Give your thighs the VIP treatment they deserve with Chubbies. Support the show and let them know we sent you.
This looks like he loves a good old classic classic stuffing on Thanksgiving for holidays and parties, and gets super annoyed when everyone tries to spruce it up with a fun spin and makes fancy ingredients. Just stick with the classics. I completely agree.
I've gotten to the point where I say, just get the box. Just get the box. I don't want,
I'm with you.
There's too many giant walnuts in there and stuff.
Yes.
We're like, all right, let's settle down.
Marshmallows.
I made my special stuffing with okra and sweet potatoes. And I go, what the? I wait all year for this meal. Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
you get
treason.
one.
Yeah.
You get one shot at it every year.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm with you.
People put weird stuff in macaroni and cheese. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Just give me the mac and cheese. It's already a hit.
We didn't even grow up with mac and cheese as a side on Thanksgiving, which I'm kind of bummed about.
Oh, I love a good mac and cheese.
Sweet, you get the candied yams. Love a good candied yam.
Sure.
Yeah. But the turkey and stuffing.
That's the
gravy.
They're carrying the weight.
We call it a perfect bite in my house.
Yeah, agreed.
I like the dark meat, that with some stuffing on it, maybe a little smear of cranberry sauce.
Ooh.
That is the perfect bite.
It's perfect.
Slow down. You get me hard.
You're a cheap date. I realize that.
Oh, you have no idea.
When leaving a voicemail, he gets annoyed at the robotic woman's voice.
Nah.
Like when you finish, you may hang up or push the button, and that button is like, yeah, no shit. I'm leaving a message. I know how to hang up when I'm done. Yeah.
When you're making a lot of calls and leaving a lot of messages and she tells you can hang up when you're finished, why do we need that? Have they found people dead of starvation who didn't hang up the phone, didn't know what to do?
Yeah, why are you reading me my rights?
Right.
We got it.
Seinfeld had a bit about that.
Also, I was getting gas in L.A., and there are all these signs saying, it's going to kill you. If you're pregnant, you're going to kill your baby. And if you're not pregnant, you're going to get pregnant. It's all these warnings of what the gasoline... What is the point? Do they want us to just abandon our cars and give it up? Why are they telling us this? You got to fill your car with gasoline.
Right.
What good is that?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what good it is. It keeps lawyers.
That's what it is.
They got something to write.
Yeah, it's like when you go to the airport and they're like, senior citizen thieves are up. What do they call that? Old people trafficking? And I'm like, who's this stopping? Like, watch out for old people being trafficked. And I'm like, if I was a trafficker of old people, this billboard wouldn't change me.
Yeah.
What do they call that when they steal old people? There's a term for it. I saw it in L.A.
Kidnapping, I guess.
What is it?
Adult napping?
They take old people, like senior...
I'll bite. What do they want?
Benefits tracking?
Is that what it is?
They steal their benefits, yeah.
No, I'm talking about there's a whole billboard at the LAX about stealing old people.
Well, I guess slave labor.
I guess, but that's the worst
Bad
slave.
labor, yeah.
Yeah. What are they going to knit?
If they knitted enough, you could have a clothing line.
Elder abuse. That's what it is. Elder abuse. There it is. Women trafficking is real.
I got to say, I think that's a real thing, and that's really kind of serious.
But who's this going to stop with a billboard? Like, all right, I saw the billboard. I'll stop hitting
traffickers.
Granny.
It's for you to be on the lookout.
All right. Well, if I saw a guy hitting an old lady, I wouldn't need a billboard.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, I would just jump in.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. It's common sense.
Yeah. It's like saying, don't steal kids. I'm like, all right, got it.
Yeah.
Damn, I was just going to steal one, too.
Right. All right, you get annoyed at the warnings and the signs. Oh, we did that. Okay.
Recommendations: the Bradley Cooper Will Arnett movie.
Oh, you
Is the
liked
thing
it.
On. I have not seen it actually.
We watched
Oh,
that
my
get
God.
shot around
Is
here.
this thing on it? It's hysterical.
Okay.
All right.
Our friends are in it. Bunch of comics.
They shot at the Comedy Cellar.
Exactly.
Bradley's in it too, and it was a quarter of the way through, and I thought, that's him. He's a good-looking guy, and he plays such a fabulous nerd. And there's a joke they set up in that with this photograph, and I know something about script writing, and I thought they're going to pay this off, and for the life of me, I couldn't figure out how they were going to do it.
Yeah.
And he did, and oh Lord, I peed my pants. It was so funny.
All right, I'll watch it.
Fabulous movie.
Okay, because as a comedian, there's a lot of bad stand-up movies. They're just so unrealistic and cheesy, but I was too scared to watch. But on your rec,
Yeah,
I'll
we're
watch
so
it.
in this. It's hard. It's hard for us to watch stand-up movies, but
It's not that big a player in it, and it's necessary for the plot.
Okay, okay. But you ever seen those YouTube videos where they show like a marksman or a Marine, and they show them a movie, and they're like, "This is ridiculous. That would never happen."
Oh, sure.
You know. So
Yeah,
that's
my
how we
dad was a pilot in World War II, flew a B-17, and I took him to see Memphis Belle, and he sort of enjoyed it, but he said, "That's ridiculous. The idea that you'd get in a fight with someone when you're over enemy territory with Messerschmitts and flak, and you're going to have a fist fight about some girl, that's the stupidest thing."
Yeah.
there's some stuff.
And he said, also, you can't talk.
Right.
You can't talk to each other. You got 4 Rolls-Royce engines right by you,
Right.
with no mufflers.
Yeah, it just takes you out of the movie.
There's some stuff in the movie Lenny with Dustin Hoffman that you're just like, ugh, and he's a great actor.
He's great.
And the movie's got some great parts too, but there's just as a comic, you're just like, oh man, even a comic at that age wouldn't do. You know, who played a great comic was Sandler in Funny People, but he's a comic, so
Right.
so
right.
he knows.
Good
When
point.
I thought, when I saw Hamnet, and they end up at the Old Globe, and I thought, oh no, don't show acting. You can't make a movie of stage acting. It just never works.
Yes.
And it did.
They pulled it off.
I gotta see it. I
Really,
haven't
it's
seen it.
so moving. It's because it wasn't so much about them on stage. It was the look on her face. She had never been to a play
Right,
before.
right.
That just killed me.
Oh, yeah. The run of Oscars, the nominees this year were pretty damn good.
There's some good stuff, man.
Yeah.
It was not a good year to get an Oscar nomination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stiff competition.
Yeah. Totally.
Okay. Severance. Great show. Took me a second, but boy, once you're in, you're in.
I gotta watch it. That's like next to my list. I'm gonna watch.
It's astounding. I don't know how they keep that ball in the air that long.
Yeah. Yeah. So smart. So relevant.
Yeah.
Kind of eerie, too. Almost has like a 60s Twilight-y, zone-y kind of vibe.
I think Ben Stiller is that. He's the guy.
Yeah.
I think he wrote some of them, I think, and he directed a whole bunch of them. It's brilliant work on his part.
Brilliant. And he has a show now he produces called Born to Bowl that I'm a huge fan of on HBO. It's like a docuseries about the bowling world. Fascinating.
The doc on his parents was great that he did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Stiller and Mira, I loved it.
Yeah, that was great. I watched that off your rec.
Yeah.
Heavy stuff.
And Veep. Veep is another. I love Veep.
Veep is underrated. The joke
my
a second. Hilarious.
Everyone's out for themselves. I love
Yeah. Julie Louise
Fabulous
is a
acting.
beast.
it. Insane.
This is what
ensemble.
I love about it too. It's farcical. I mean, it's really broad, and yet those guys play it so truthfully that they get away with it. It's
Yeah.
Selfish, fun.
and she's fabulous.
Oh, yeah. She kills everything she does.
She's great.
She's great. We got to get her on. She's a dream guest.
Yeah, we gotta.
I don't see her on a lot of pods. What do you think about the pod world, the podcast world?
Have you done a lot of podcasts?
Yeah, recently in the last year and a half.
Is it weird?
No, I love this. We just get to sit together and shoot the shit. It's better than a
Talk show?
an interview
Agreed.
or a talk show where everything's got to be chopped up. And a lot of my friends listen to a lot of podcasts. Felicity loves them.
All right.
nice.
Great. Yeah, I remember I did, what's the guy's name? Rich Eisen. And I showed up and I was like, all right, here we go. What do you guys do? An hour and a half? They're like 8 minutes. And I was like, oh, this is TV. I forgot.
Yeah.
This is like the old way.
Yeah.
Because you can't really get too far with 8 minutes.
No.
But here we can really dig in.
Yeah, and you can cut it down later, but
Sure.
it's fun to be able to talk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I got a peeve.
Please.
When a girl I started seeing, every story she tells, she gives like the full name of the people. She'll be like, I was talking to Peter Glassman and then Rick Stevens. I'm like, I don't know any of these. I don't need I'm not the BBC. I'm not fact checking these stories. You can just tell me the first name.
Yeah, that's true. I don't need all this.
It's not a huge peeve. It's just like, what do you, it's just adding to the story.
No, I get it. Then how about this guy who does this one too, off of that one, piggybacking? The guy goes, so I was hanging out with Bob Johnson. You know Bob Johnson? You're like, no, I don't know Bob Johnson. Oh, okay, yeah, I thought you might know him. No, I don't know him. All right, well, then I was hanging out with Philip Johnson the other day. You know Philip Johnson? Like, no, I don't know anybody. Just tell the story. I don't know these people.
Yeah, the cast is secondary to the story. I don't know the cast.
Yes. And you feel like an idiot.
How about this? Hey, how was your vacation in Italy? And they pull out their phone. It was great. You got to show you this. And 5 minutes later, he's still trying to find this freaking picture.
You got to prepare that if you're going to show me.
And these stories better dazzle me. I mean, these pictures.
I know. Isn't it crazy to think in the 90s, you would invite people over to show them a slideshow of your trip? That was like a thing where people would come by with a case of beer or a bottle of wine, and they'd be like, oh, you went to Rome.
By the way, this is a wreck, too. Old headphones, $7 on Amazon.
Huh.
I've lost like 3 pairs of AirPods drunk.
I love an AirPod.
I like them, but this is, I'm telling you, dude.
I know. They tie themselves into knots.
They do. The knots that's a peeve. I'll give you that. But what's great about these is I never have someone say I can't. On the AirPods, it's always like, I can't hear you. There's always an issue on the call.
Right.
Never an issue with these.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And I think there's something about the wire that people give you more respect. You got AirPods in, people are like, hey, what's up, man? And then you got to do this. But with the wire, people leave you alone.
It looks more important.
Do you guys have to, you're both in the business and you're both rock on tours, but when you're chatting with your friends, when you're out with civilians and they tell stories, I'm a bit ADD anyway. And my wife says, I got to learn to cover it because someone will start telling a story who thinks he or she is a great storyteller. And I
know.
Fall asleep.
That's what this is for right here.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got to have an ending, folks. If you're gonna hold court and tell a story, you better have a
drive
nice...
for the curtain. Drive for the curtain.
Yes. Cut, edit, keep it tight, and a nice twist and a bow at the end.
That's why I love to hang out with actors. Everybody tells great stories.
Yes.
And then give somebody else time. When you're with the people that don't do what we do, you tell your story, and just as you get to the punchline, they go, a funny thing happened to me. Wait a second, I'm just about to tell the...
Right.
I was building tension.
Yes.
Jeez.
I know, it's brutal. Now, we got to ask, what actors do you really hate? Modine?
No.
Come on.
No, I've never acted with Matthew. Should I hate him?
No, he's just throwing a random name.
Tommy Lee Jones, huh?
He was rough.
Was he?
He's a rough guy. I'm not letting out any secrets, and he would.
I've heard he's rough from a lot of people. Also,
I didn't know that.
I've also heard he's a bad tipper.
Oh. You hear that, Tom?
That's like the word in the street in Texas. Like, he doesn't tip.
Whoa.
But
Crazy.
yeah, I heard the Jim Carrey story. What did you work with him on?
I did not work with him. Wait, was I in a Jim Carrey movie?
No. Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh. The Client? Look it up.
Client. Pull it up.
He's one of those big ones.
How was he just kind of a curmudgeon or what?
Oh, I love The Client.
I did not act with him, but I've just heard that he can be really tough. There are a lot of actors out there. It pisses me off. There are a lot of actors out there who make life miserable for a lot of people, and they don't get busted for it, and it pisses me off. Life is too short.
Hear, hear. And it's a great gig. We're acting for a living. Like, what are you complaining about?
Right?
There's roofers out there.
I think they're frightened, is what it is. They're frightened, and I've seen it. You've got two things that are... You've got this script that you've got to hang your ass over the line. You got to... This script, what are you going to do? It's a great unknown. Mm-hmm. You don't know how to solve the problem. And some actors love it, the great unknown. You're flying without a parachute.
Sure.
They love that, and it's improvisatory. But other actors get frightened, and so they create something they can be angry with. So
got it.
it's the catering, or it's the costumer, or it's the DP.
Right.
Can you clear the eye line? Can you? I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel you never hear about that at like other jobs though. It's so funny.
What do you mean?
I don't know. You're like, I need a motivation today. You know?
Oh, yeah, right.
I got to be a dick.
Yeah, you're a truck driver. You don't need a motivation. Just get there.
Yeah, we are the luckiest people in the world. You're right. We could be working for a living, so be grateful.
Yeah, right. You're beloved. People love your characters all over the world. It's awesome.
How about I just forgot you're in Air Force One. You're in so many movies that it's like it's crazy to be in so many movies. I'm like, oh yeah, you're in another classic.
Yeah.
Get off my pod. Yeah, I mean that was a huge hit movie.
That was big. Harrison's a real deal too.
He was fun to work with.
Yeah. He's
an icon.
He's intense. Of course, it was an intense role. He can also be very funny.
Mm-hmm. And he's a pilot, I believe.
Yes.
Cool dude. Started out as a carpenter, and he would read the scripts on Star Wars, and then they hired him.
I remember he popped up he's like really young in that movie, The Conversation. Remember?
Oh. No.
He's a really small
Coppola
role.
film, The Conversation.
Yeah,
he's
Harrison
in
Ford's in it.
Wow.
Is that his first flick?
I don't know.
Look, he was a handsome guy.
He really is.
Wow. He was also in, I believe, Apocalypse Now.
Was he?
Pull it up. I think he's got a 2-second part.
He flew all the way out there for 2 seconds?
Boom! Look at that. He's like a private.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a bit part?
Bit
Because I
part.
remember him.
I think he's got one line.
Damn.
And I think, what's his name? Fishburne lied about his age to get in that.
He did. Yeah. I talked to the fish about that.
The fish. He's a cool guy. I mean, he's in The Matrix. I mean, what is it about brothers who direct? There's something there. You got the Wachowski, you got the Cohen,
They're
you
the
got the
sisters now,
Farrelly.
though.
Oh, that's true. They transitioned, both of them, which is crazy.
Both of them. What are the odds?
I know.
They made a really cool movie in the 90s. You ever see that one, Bound, with
No.
Jennifer Tilly and Gina Gershon? Great 90s flick,
It's a
dude.
hot couple.
It's like a 90s noir.
Oh, fun.
Joe
There's Susan.
Pantoliano.
I'm going to do a film with Susan Sarandon next. It's
I
called
heard.
Exit Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
Boy, talk about a resume. All your favorite movies.
Oh.
She's in every single one
Bull
of them.
Durham, The Client,
It just doesn't end.
Rocky Horror Picture Show. She's pretty milfy.
Oh, Thelma and Louise.
Oh, come on.
Darker than you remember that movie.
Yeah, they kill some people.
Yeah. I guess I should think it's dark. The famous thing is them driving off a cliff.
Right. Good
And I'm
point.
like, no, it's actually dark.
It's not for everyone.
No.
It's a cool movie.
Very cool. Young Brad Pitt. Wow, look at that.
So can you talk about what's that movie about that you're doing with Susan?
It's an odd plot, but I through the machinations of the script, they end up in a homeless camp, and it's all about that. She's got a disease. I play her husband, and I think it's a tearjerker. I think it's going to be really sweet.
All right.
Great relationship we have on the film.
Okay.
Are there any directors that you're like, oh, I really wish I worked with that person?
Oh yeah, lots.
Like who?
You ever do Tarantino?
No, I'd love to.
Yeah.
I didn't get to work with. I don't know if Francis Coppola made another film, but those guys that I
Megalopolis 2, make it happen.
Yeah, I'd love to work with them. Yeah, there are lots.
Scorsese?
Absolutely. In a New York minute.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Marty. What are we doing here? Get the band in a movie. I remember seeing you in Mr. Holland's Opus.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, you were the principal?
I was the principal. You're a great story.
Yeah.
Nobody knew who I was. It was way back. I think it was before Fargo, probably. And at any rate, I got myself a buzz cut. I had a flat top. And Mr. Holland has lost control of his class, so the kids are all screaming and yelling. And as the vice principal, I go walking in and I say, "What's going on?" And I tell him to sit down, and I got a big voice, and I can really, and it was so, I did it so big that these couple of girls sort of giggled, and I turned on them with a vengeance, and I said, "You think this is funny?" And they scared the shit out of me. So I'm sitting in my chair, we're lighting the thing, and these girls come up and they go, "Are you really a vice principal?" And I said, No, I'm not really a vice principal. They said, "Oh, what do you do?"
Wow.
That's great.
That's flattering. They bought
there
it.
he is. Yeah.
Look at that
Wow.
stiff. I mean, that is a 50s.
Vice principal.
Yeah, completely.
That's a you're in trouble
Totally.
face. Holy shit.
Man, that buzz is beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank You for Smoking, another great one.
Oh, yeah. Great movie.
Yeah.
Richard
That's a
Dreyfuss
comedy.
was so
That's
good.
true. That's very funny.
I knew it was coming, though. It's called Mr. Holland's Opus, and it took place in this auditorium, and I thought, and they put me right in the middle of it, and I thought, oh my God, I'm going to be in every shot. So I spent a week looking at Richard's back as he waved his arms with a little
Wow.
stick. It just went on and on and on and on.
Now, let me ask your advice here. I'm the worst actor on the planet. I've auditioned for 5,000 things. I've never gotten one. Somebody told me to dress the part. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
So, like, are you going for a principal? Do you go glasses, suit, haircut?
You got to trick them. Look at an audition, the most nervous person in the room is the director.
Huh.
Because if he or she casts this well, you're almost home. If you cast it badly, why bother? It's if you blow the casting. So they're praying for the character to walk in the room. Now, if you do too much, it's unseemly somehow. But you do just enough. You find that part of yourself that could be a school teacher.
Right.
Just a little bit of it. And you act that way, just a little bit. If you get caught, that's no good.
Aha.
But
So you go a little extra, a little over the top?
just now everything is self-tapes. My
Right.
daughter, Sophia Macy, is doing hundreds of self-tapes. And I tell her, dress the part. If it's a doctor, at least wear all white or something like that. In other words, help the director out as much as you can.
Yeah.
Visualize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be that character a little bit when you walk in the room.
Well, I did a pool boy audition, and I said, screw it. I'm going to go shirtless just to mix it up. And I still didn't get it, which is even worse, because then you just walk out of there with no shirt on. Very embarrassing.
Auditioning is tough, man. It's the worst part
hell.
of the business.
Hate it.
I mean, if you're a 1 in a million type, there's 7 of you here in Manhattan.
Right. Yes.
It's true.
Sometimes you just got to look the part, and that's it. It doesn't even matter the
We
acting.
wrote a movie and we're in the process, hopefully filming it in July, but there's been so many hurdles.
Yeah.
And, you know,
It's a minor miracle.
it's
It
crazy.
really
Yeah.
is.
Well, I think we're still going to shoot in July, but it's our first movie. So we'll,
It's
we'll
tough.
see.
It's like getting a woman pregnant at 45. It can happen, but it's rare.
It might not come out so good.
Yeah. Yeah. A little wonky.
Who wrote it?
We wrote
did.
it. Yeah, with 2 other writers.
Got it.
Noah and Esther. So yeah.
Yeah, just straight comedy. Joke.
Yeah, it's a
Indie?
Indie. Big indie.
indie, yeah. But it's, we love movies. We want to do it at some point, but we we're not going to be like a guy like you, but we like movies. We
Yeah.
like being comedians. So we think, that's
You'll,
what we
you'll
want
be
to.
in it too?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Who's going to direct it?
Jonah Feingold,
Got it.
who's done some cool stuff.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah. Hopefully,
Good resume.
hopefully it works out.
Yeah. Hopefully we can shoot this summer and get that puppy out there on the streamers.
It's fun. I love making movies.
Yeah.
It's just rare in this world when you get this disparate group of people all pulling in the same direction for a piece of art.
Yes.
I mean, that's something.
That is great. And we're all just playing make-believe as adults. It's
Exactly.
a wild occupation.
I saw a clip of Brian Regan, who, great comedian, recently saying like, I would pay to do comedy.
Right.
I get paid to do comedy.
Exactly.
He said, it's like the big, like I pay to play golf. I love golf. I love doing comedy.
Right.
And I was just like, oh wow, it's a great way to just look at life.
the best.
That this is fun.
I used to pay to do comedy. Open mics used to
Right.
charge you $5.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Crazy. That's how you know you want it. I love these guys who start comedy and are like, so how do I get an agent? When do I start making money? And I'm like, you're already out. You don't like it enough.
Yeah, if they're focused on the wrong stuff. Mm-hmm. Are there any young actors or actresses that you look at that you're like, oh, this is really cool?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, I'll say it. My daughter,
there you go.
Macy.
Sophia.
I watch her on these self-tapes, and I think, oh, man, you are annoyingly good. She's got that it thing, you know?
Yeah.
I don't
She comes from two parents who... Do you think
I don't know if you can...
Good stock.
Maybe it has
So
something
maybe
to do
they
with it.
pick up on your mannerisms. I think that's a thing. Like, I met my biological father late in life. We had these same fucking mannerisms.
No way.
Really?
I think some of it is innate.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, sure.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, they laugh about the dinner table because, you know, we were just talking about cut to the chase, hon.
Yeah.
They said you were taking your life into your own hands. Felicity was really good saying, how was your day? But I just couldn't help myself. When it started going off the rails, I would say, stick to it, hon. You're losing me here.
Yeah, what's even Reitman? Reitman's son is a great director.
Oh, Jason Reitman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible. So there's got to be
Smoking.
something.
Thank you for smoking.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a great director.
That was a great movie.
It was.
That's a dark comedy.
Right.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really
Oh, yeah.
dark.
Did he do Up in the Air?
Yeah, great movie.
Great movie.
That hit as traveling comedians. I was like,
tell me
holy
about it.
shit.
Totally.
I've had too many conversations about airline status. That really, I was like, oh, how do we get this? You know, how do we get this perk? Yeah, that hit.
Oh, yeah.
Great flick.
Now, where are you at on the Nepo stuff? Because some people really come down hard on the Nepo, but I'm like, well, why wouldn't she go for being an actress? You know, like, just because her parents, she can't act?
Yeah.
I never got that Nepo hate. I get if they stink. Then you're
Yeah.
like, okay, she got in because of this. But if you're good, you're good.
You know, nepotism might get you a role, and it might get you 2 roles. But if you're not good, you're not going to get a 3rd role.
There you go.
And this is a tough business.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And the business feels like it's changing, too, so you got to really keep up with it.
Yeah, this AI thing,
Ugh.
don't know what's going to happen.
Scary.
I think
the
people want to
government should get involved. I think we should watermark anything that's, especially in the if there's a copyright
Yes.
kind of a thing, just watermark it and let us
That's
decide.
good. That's good.
I mean, if the score to the film was made by a computer, by AI, just let us know and we'll decide whether we want to go see that movie or not.
Yeah. I like it.
Also, like, I hope that people want to support people. I think that's part of,
Totally.
you know, like, I love sports and I love watching a player having to reinvent their game as they get older and adapt, and maybe they don't have the speed and they have to, you know, I like monitoring, you know, an actor's rise and a director. I like following their career. Like the Scorsese doc was so fascinating because we're seeing how he starts with like Boxcar Bertha
Yes.
and then ends up, you know, The Aviator to all these other movies. And it's like,
The
that's
Ascent.
interesting. It's not interesting for a created robot's ascendance. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, and you can think with humans there's a twinkle. There's something there. Like, you ever see AI porn? It's not the same. There's no sadness. There's no struggle. I need the real runaway, you know, trauma.
You might have created the only good place for AI. It's porn.
Damn it.
Maybe.
Anal insertion.
I'm not against it. I recently, like you're going to play a Klingon or something like that. You got 2 choices. You want to sit in the chair, in the makeup chair for 6.5 hours?
Right.
Or just do a little bit and let AI do the rest.
That's not bad.
It's still my face. I did Planet of the Apes, the new one. And I got to act with all these guys because they wore a suit and it had sensors in it and they wore this sort of cloth helmet. But I was looking at their faces. And then when you looked in the monitor, they were apes
Really?
in real time.
So you had to do some real acting there.
Yeah, and you knew what was going on. It was a tool. They didn't even use what we saw in the monitor. They did it all again.
Right.
But that works.
That's not bad, yeah, because it's special effects anyway with the makeup.
But you want to know what? We did a big opening for it. It was a big splashy movie, made a lot of money, and I think we did it. Yeah, we did it at Grauman's in L.A. Mm-hmm. And the young woman who was in it, she was a human. I was a human. there were other humans, but they didn't have roles. They were just humans.
Yeah.
And I walked in, and everybody went crazy for the two of us. And these poor schmucks, these guys who had been working on this thing for 2 years, they walked in, nobody knew who they were.
That sucks. Yeah, it's like the backup band. At,
Yeah.
You know, at Springsteen or something. Oh, that does stink. Look at that. All right, wow. Boy, you got a lot of range. You're in every different kind of role.
Yeah, I'm a lucky guy.
Yeah. And you got stuff in the back burner, too. You got the TV show, The Land, and you got the Sarandon movie.
Yeah, you don't really have to ever retire. You can kind of do this forever.
Yeah, there's an altar cocker almost in every film.
A who, what?
An old guy. So as long as I can stay upright and learn the lines, why not?
Yeah, keep going.
Although it is a lot of work. I might be getting to the 10-hour day. I'm afraid.
Well,
I
you
might
know,
have to say.
You got enough juice for that.
The Land is episodic, so I had a couple of full days. But man, when I had a 12-hour day,
Woo.
I'm out of juice at 10.
Yeah, I hear you.
But you seem pretty healthy. I mean, you're fit. You got your stuff together, it seems.
Full head of hair.
I got my hair, I got my health, but it's a 12-hour day, especially if you've got a lot to do and you're concentrating the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done in. I'm wrung out by that time.
Oh, I get it. You're on. Yeah, that's why movies are tough for me. I've only been in a couple, but there's so much downtime. I just want to get moving. We're comedians. We write a joke, we tell the joke.
Yeah.
You know, these
we'll
movies.
do TV. It moves very fast.
All right.
I do like having the response. Like, I know if a joke's funny that night.
Right.
I love that. Like script. Comedy's hard. You know, you're like,
Totally.
Is this funny? I guess people do table reads and stuff. But
Oh, yeah.
Man, is it nice to just know.
It is.
Or to at least know if it's close and you're like, oh, I can keep tweaking.
Right.
But
Yeah, we need the audience.
Yeah. And when you're on a film, there's a danger to start playing to the grips, and that's death. You know, first time they hear it, they laugh. And
Right.
You try to get them to keep laughing. No, it's
Yeah, because
one of the hardest things in acting is when you do it, and you did it fully, and you had a nice moment. Stop. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't keep trying to improve it. That's
Totally.
why when they come up for your close-up, you go, well, I did it great in the master, but I'm going to do it a little bit better. And
Right.
it's just a kiss of death.
Totally.
You don't do it better. Just do it again fully.
Yes. I heard Eastwood does 1 million takes.
No, he does
does
one.
like one,
I'm
right?
joking.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. What are there any movie recs you have? Because our audience loves a
good
good
question.
rec.
Films that I've been in that didn't work. Is that what you're asking?
No, I meant like a film recommendation, but no, that's good.
Oh, Rex.
That we would like or not, maybe not know of.
But that's interesting too, like being in a movie and being like, this is going to work, and it just doesn't. That's actually pretty interesting too.
That's fascinating. We have that with
Well,
jokes.
is this thing on? I love that.
Okay.
I watched all the Oscars this year. I liked Hamnet.
What's a movie you think is overrated?
Bring up the Oscar films. Secret Agent, was that one of them?
Oh,
Yeah.
that was one, yeah. With
That
the Hispanic guy.
I could not. I kept waiting for that film to begin. Everyone loved it.
Wow.
I'm an outlier on this.
Yeah, I
It's
didn't
well
see it.
acted.
I didn't either. He's good, the main
Yeah,
guy.
he's fabulous.
But all right, yeah, it's brilliantly rewarding is the review. Hilarious. Okay, that didn't begin. Got it. Never got off the ground.
I'm old-fashioned when it comes to films. I like a good story. I like the ending to be unexpected.
Yeah.
I believe in 3-act structure. If I don't know, it's sort of the Robert McKee. Do you know Robert McKee? He did a story structure class. He was the guru for a long time. His books are out there. I took a seminar with him over the weekend. And he teaches 3-act structure, and his premise
Is this the guy they did an adaptation where Brian Cox plays him?
could be. Could be. Anyway, he's the smartest guy. He says that the cavemen used 3-act structure. It's
Oh,
the way
wow.
our brains work.
Interesting.
And basically he says, you better know who the good guy is and who the bad guy is and what the issue is by about page 30. Mm-hmm. Because you'll lose them if you don't.
Right.
You know what's awesome? I rewatched Mean Streets the other night, and there's that shot where De Niro walks into the bar with 2 girls, one on each arm, and they zoom in on Keitel, and you could just tell he's fucking annoyed with it. And it's like, oh, you know exactly who they are in that one shot.
Yes.
Fabulous filmmaking.
Yeah, really cool.
I love it when they say, you want to try it without saying it? I love that.
Oh, interesting.
I think audiences like it too, like that moment.
That was a really cool moment, and it doesn't hurt when you're playing the Rolling Stones over it too.
Right. True.
But I mean, you think of your character in Boogie Nights, like we knew exactly who that guy was.
Oh, yeah.
instantly. That's I'm sure you hear about this shot all the time, but that oneer of you just walking through the party on the countdown has got to be one of the most iconic shots. That's like an I've arrived as a director shot, right?
Unbelievable. It's like a play. Everyone's in the right places. It's incredible.
How many times did you have to do that?
Well, the gore gun, as they call it, it's a backpack I had on and a little tube coming out. And this is back in the day. I operated it. Mm-hmm. So they hooked it up to the pistol. So when I pulled the trigger, it fired the gore gun. Mm. And
Gore gun.
we went through it. You know, it's a long scene. I start in the bedroom, go out to the car, come back, go all the way through the party, and there's 60 people in there partying, and then walk into the room, and you hear shots, and then I walk back out, and then I blow my brains out.
Yeah. Thanks for ruining it.
First time we did it, it wasn't ready, so Paul cut it, because it took a long time to clean all that stuff up.
Right.
Second time, I walked out of the room, and the gore gun went off by accident.
Whoa.
So we were shut down for an hour while they cleaned all that stuff up.
Whoa.
Third time, it worked. And they're starting to get me ready to do another take. And I looked at all of them. Paul's in front of the monitor. And I watched them. And I heard the shot. And they all went, ooh, like this. Their hands went in the air. And they looked away. And they said, play it again. And the second time, they went, ooh. And I thought, I think we got the shot.
Yeah.
And we did. That was it.
Wow.
The one time it worked.
That's a good feeling when the crew reacts.
Damn.
Such a good. Now, do you find that younger people are finding these 90s movies?
Yeah, I hear about Boogie Nights a lot. And Magnolia. Shameless is having a rebirth. There's all these young people come up. That was a while ago. And all these people. Felicity's having a rebirth with Desperate Housewives.
Oh, yeah.
It's back. Moms are watching it with their daughters, and she gets recognized a lot for that.
Well, old TV was great. I mean, that's why people still watch The Office and Seinfeld and all that stuff, because it was
I still
well
do.
done.
I watch it's my go-to.
The Office?
The Office or Seinfeld or Veep or Modern Family.
Oh, great show.
Love them.
I rewatch old Simpsons still all the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you were in The Sims. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, I don't know what I did.
What do you mean?
My role was, they go, hi, it's William H. Macy. I said, yeah, you know, the thing about independent films, and then they beat the shit out of me. That's it. But I got the jacket. They sent me.
Oh, you get a jacket?
Jacket.
What kind of jacket do you get?
I didn't know
It's
you
a
get a
baseball jacket with all this stuff.
What?
Whoa.
Well,
Pretty cool.
we were going to end this pod the same way. Just going to wail on you. No, that's fun.
That's it. That's
Oh,
the jacket.
dude.
Tell me about your whiskey.
Okay. Hit him, Sam.
Well, we call it Bodega Cat because our idea was what makes you happy. It's just something that makes you happy. You're in a bodega late at night and a little cat comes out, which just always made us smile. So
I get it.
that was that. And then, we like rye. So, yeah, we drink a lot of Manhattans. That was and we always liked it with rye. And made in Indiana, bottled in Kentucky. Mm-hmm. And
it's got a great spice to it. The flavor is really unique. And
This print's too small. What's the mash bill for you?
oh, God.
geez,
here
I
we
don't know
go.
off the top of my head. What is
Oh,
it?
God.
It's not all rye, is it?
No. I think it's 95.5. Let me see.
But yeah, every show we do, it's there's bodega flowing. All the fans are drinking it. It's moving.
Nice.
Good. Good for you.
Yeah, well, you should definitely take a bottle off here, you know.
No
and we'll
pressure.
keep yours in the studio.
Yeah. Yeah, try that purple gin.
I can't
I
wait.
think next episode we'll do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Any way you can sign the bottle just for old time's sake?
I think I could.
Awesome.
Woo! Yeah, we got Nick Offerman's whiskey over there as well.
Yeah.
The Lagavulin.
You know, last week I met an actor who doesn't have a whiskey brand.
Why is it that we're all drawn to whiskey?
Well, it's Clooney's tequila,
That's true.
or he was.
It's because for me, it's the romance of it. It was 2,000 years ago that we figured out the Olympic still. Nobody knows who did it first. There's a good chance that they were trying to turn silver into gold, and that's where they
Whoa.
came up. And the whole distillation process predates written history, so it might have been Mesopotamia, it might have been in China, could have been in Europe, but the process has not changed.
Yeah.
You take a pot, put some grain in, boil it, catch the steam, and cool it down. Drink with ice.
Not to mention
The
it's what
end.
all the cool characters drink, like cowboys or private eyes. It's always whiskey.
Don
Yeah.
Draper, Hemingway.
Yeah.
That's
A
true.
bottle of rye.
Yes.
And I love rye in particular because I think it's America's drink. It was America's drink before bourbon. Mm-hmm. And the bourbon makers were ready. As soon as Prohibition was repealed, they were ready to go.
Oh yeah.
And rye sort of died with, it's having a comeback, but it died with Prohibition.
Oh.
I tell this story a lot. I hope it's true, but when George Washington left office, they bounced his last 2 checks. The government did.
Really?
He needed money. You didn't make a lot of money. He was rich, and you didn't make a lot of money being president, so he started distilling rye whiskey.
Ah.
And it was all in the East Coast. That's what everybody drank, rye whiskey. Old Monongahela, they called it, after the river. Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware, that's where they made it.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Wow, they weren't doing insider trading back then?
He didn't have a meme coin he could sell? What the hell?
Well, hey, check out the land, get a bottle.
And watch some of his classics, too. I mean,
Definitely.
he's in so many great movies. I mean, an insane resume.
Oh, yeah. You're one of the great
Yeah.
American actors.
Well, thank you, brothers.
So cool to meet you and have you on. And thank you so much, man.
And I can't wait to try your rye whiskey.
And we're going to try yours, too.
Oh, yeah. 3 ice cubes. You're good to go.
We go to various places like big chains that's liquor stores and stuff like that all over the country, or bars that we want to get into, and we always buy everyone there a bottle of our whiskey as a gift, but we also do tastings. And it reminded me how swell it is to drink in the morning.
Tell me about it.
Just a little tiny sip. You're supposed to spit it out, but I did these barrel tastings to choose my ryes. I've got 3 of them out there now. Mm-hmm. And that's an experience. You should do a barrel tasting sometime.
Oh, I would love to. We had to taste 10 different samples before we picked that one.
Got it.
On air. So, yeah.
And we swallowed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Swell well.
We were.
Big time.
And the barrel strength stuff, man.
Oh,
Oof.
Yeah.
heavy duty. But
Ours
man,
are all overproofed. Is yours?
I think we're pretty standard.
47, I think.
Yeah, we
This is-
overproof them because bartenders like it for mixed drinks a lot.
Oh, okay.
We want to do it. Yeah, we want to do like a sherry cask or a port cask.
That's big these days.
I think that'd be kind of cool, just as an alternative. But yeah, we're like you. I love it straight. When I'm on the road, it's always in my dressing room.
Yep.
And it's nice to make people cocktails. There's something very fun about people come backstage and you shake them a Manhattan or something.
Yeah.
Or, we'll do a Boulevardier sometimes, whatever. But I feel like Paper Plane came back too from this pod, which everywhere I go now, people are making those. So.
Order one if you never had one. Hit at a bar. They'll be ready for you.
It's 1 part rye, 1 part lemon juice, 1 part Amaro Nonino, and 1 part Aperol. It's really, really good. A lot of sugar, but really good.
Yeah. Well, thank you, gentlemen.
Hey,
Thank you so
thank you,
much.
Bill.
Great
You're
fun.
the man.
All right.
Thanks
We'll
for
do it
coming
again.
in. All right.
May 7th, I'm in Los Angeles at the United Theater on Broadway. The Netflix The Joke Festival with Jordan Jensen, Rachel Feinstein, and Joe List. Going to be a really fun show. June 6th, Verona, New York at the Turning Stone Casino. Then in August, Lisbon, Portugal. September 2nd, Athens, Greece. September 3rd, Budapest. That's going to be really fun. September 5th in Zagreb in Croatia. September 7th, Vienna, Austria. September 8th, Warsaw, Poland. September 10th, Helsinki. September 12th, Sweden. And September 12th, Copenhagen. No, September 13th is Copenhagen. 12th is Stockholm. See you guys on the road. punchup.live/Sam Morril/shows or just sammorril.com. Mark, where are you going to be?
Damn, that's quite a run. I'll be at the Hollywood Improv, L.A. That's on the 5th of May. Then the Comedy Store on the 6th. Ontario at the Casino Rama. Moncton, Nouveau Brunswick. Spokane, Washington. That one's almost sold out. Philly sold out. Suck it. Go Birds. Milwaukee Improv in June. Irvine, California. Love that club. Tempe Improv. And Royal Oak, Michigan, right outside of Detroit. Hilarities coming to Cleveland.
Classic.
Seattle. Never been to this Emerald City. Looking forward to that. Hours coming along. Tampa, Florida. That one's sold out. Love Tampa. You did your special there. I'm in the Hamptons on the 30th. That'll be fun. And Cobb's Comedy Club in San Francisco and Houston. Improv. Thank you.
Thanks for listening, guys. William H. Macy's the man. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Get a bottle.
Sunday's the day for my next offender. A bit of Peeverek, you know the beer juice close. I've had a little too much bourbon, and Norman's talking shit about the fucking Pope. And I get down in the same way. Up on the roof like a cop's coming, and naked Samuel is feeling dangerous. I'm out to lunch here in New Orleans. This woman doesn't look like I